Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, thanks for stopping by. My name's Tolu, and on this channel I share content all around personal finance, budgeting, frugal living, and I show you how to live your best life on a budget. So in today's video, guys, what I'm going to be doing is a budget walkthrough. I haven't recorded one of these videos in forever, and I'm sorry about that, but this year I'm planning to get back on track with actually doing these monthly budget videos with you guys. There's been so much other content that I've wanted to share that this has kind of just taken a back seat, but I really want to bring it back in 2021 and really share my monthly budgets with you so you can kind of see how I'm using my zero-based budget template to manage our household finances. The budget template, which I'm going to be walking you guys through, is available for purchase on my Etsy store, and it's also available on my website, so you can grab your own copy via the link in the description box below. Thank you for every single one of you that's already purchased a copy of the budget planner. Please do leave a review on the blog or on the Etsy store. You can also send me a message on Instagram letting me know how it's going. The feedback that I've received so far has been fantastic, so it's really great to see that my budget template is helping so many other people manage their finances too. So yeah, like I said, you can grab your copy via the link in the description box below. But without further ado, I'm going to take you through my February 2021 budget. Okay, so here we have the February 2021 budget. So first of all, if we start off by looking at the opening balance is zero. That is not because we didn't overspend last month. We've just reset the whole budget and kind of started again afresh new for February. So for February, you're starting with a clean slate, a balance of zero, and then we've basically taken our January income, and that's what we're going to use for the month of February to budget our expenses. So we've made a plan for all the money that we've accrued in January for the month of February to spend. So income, you can see at the moment we have 7 different income sources. So we've got my husband's work, my husband's other jobs that he does on the side. Better You in 2. Better You in 2 is my husband's new side hustle that he started. So he started doing animation. He's doing really good with it actually. So check out his channel. I'll link it in the description box below. So what he does is 2-minute animated summaries of audiobooks that he's listened to. He covers a lot of the books that I've covered on my channel, plus many more, because he's reading about a book a week. So far he's done a few reviews on the 10x rule. He's done Total Money Makeover. He's done, oh, what else has he done? The Miracle Morning, an excellent book. If you haven't heard of that book, check it out. But Better You in 2 is a side hustle that he literally started about a month ago. It's been in the pipeline for over a year, but he finally launched his channel last month, so I'm so proud of him. So yeah, check it out in the description box below and go ahead and subscribe to his channel. What he does with Better You in 2 is he also does animations for clients on the side as well, so that's why that's now an income stream for him. So while he's not monetized on YouTube yet, he's already been able to monetize these services, which is great. Moving on, we've got Tolu work. I've put that on there not because I've got a job. I haven't got a job just yet, but I've put it on there because hopefully this year I will get a job, and then that will become an income stream. So for now, that's on zero. ToluFrimpong.com is just a combination of all my different side hustles that I've been doing. So my blog, my YouTube, my Etsy, my digital products, all the things that I'm doing as a side hustle, I've kind of grouped it all under the same robe, and I've been tracking it individually on a separate spreadsheet, which I'm actually going to be sharing in a video that's coming out soon, where I break down all of my side hustle income for the month of January. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe so that you can see that video and you can see how much I've been able to make in the month of January. Have a guess in the comment section below actually how much you think I've been able to make via my different side hustles in the month of January. Let's see if you're close, and that video will be coming out soon. I split my side hustles into ToluFrimpong.com and my active side hustles. So the active side hustles are also things that I'm having to exchange my time for money in. So the one-on-one coaching will be a great example of that. Also doing the survey site, user testing is something that I'm going to be picking up too. So all those things basically come under the active income streams. And then the last one, we've got other. Those are other additional incomes that come in. Those might be tips that my husband gets at work or whatever it may be. So basically anything that doesn't fall under those first 6 categories, we're putting for now under the other stream. At the moment, we haven't disclosed our income, but that may change over time. But for now, we blacked it out for privacy reasons. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the actuals and how we've budgeted our income for the month. So first off, we got groceries, and groceries for the month, we budgeted £100. I know when you see £100, you're thinking £100 for a family of 5. How are you going to do it? So if you don't know, I'm doing frugal February for the month of February. That is a tongue twister. Okay, so frugal February is where we basically shop our pantry and our food store and our fridge freezer for the month. So rather than going grocery shopping, buying food to add to the food that we already have in the house, we're really going to get creative with our meals for the month and eat food that we have at home. So using up that food that's been in the freezer for the past year, using up the food that's been in the fridge for ages, all that kind of stuff basically, I'm just going to be getting creative with and using it to make meals for the month of February. So initially I was actually going to set the budget at £50 for the month, month, but I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I'm saying, okay, let's make it £100. Our budget is usually 200. So I think if we're disciplined with the £100 and we actually use the food at home, we can stick to that £100 budget. So watch this space and see how I get on, and I will report back next month to see if we stuck to that £100 budget. But if you want to take part in Frugal February Challenge or any of the other saving challenges that I have going for the year 2021, you can grab a copy via the link in the description box below. It's a 12-month saving challenge, so every single month there's a different saving challenge, and the month of February happens to be Frugal February. But every single month for the rest of the year there's a different challenge that we'll be doing. Some challenges you may have heard of, and some of them are new ones that I made up for myself. So yeah, check it out in the description box below. Moving swiftly on, takeaways. We've only budgeted £20 for takeaways for the month, and to be honest, that is even generous because really and truly we should be eating food at home. But yeah, £20 is what we budgeted for takeaways. And then moving on, we've done Costco, and that is because this big Costco shop has been overdue for very long. We haven't been Costco in ages, and yes, we're doing Frugal February, but there's so many things in the house that have actually run low. So basics like milk, so we buy our milk in bulk from Costco, washing powder, washing up liquid. So there's quite a few bits that we actually buy in bulk from Costco on a quarterly basis, and it just happens to fall on this month that we need to go Costco. So all in all, actually our grocery budget is coming in at £315, but that £315 16 pence, obviously nearly 200 of it is the Costco shop. So if we weren't going to Costco, our food budget would have been like between £100 to £120. So yeah, let's see how January goes when it comes to our food. And then moving on, we've got home and we've got our mortgage. So our mortgage has actually gone down. So if you've watched any of my previous budgeting videos, you'll see that our mortgage was about £1,170, and now it's gone down to £1,057, which is fantastic. And what we wanted to do is actually take that money and make it a standard overpayment every month. We haven't been able to do that in February just because there's so many other things that we need to pay for this month. But what we're hoping is that moving forward, we're going to be making our mortgage payment as if it was still at the 1,170, so that at the very least every single month we're overpaying our mortgage by about £100. I think that's how much it is. Wait, 1,100. My maths is not great, but whatever the difference is that makes it cost the same amount that it cost before the remortgage, that is how much we want to try and commit to making as mortgage overpayments as a bare minimum every month from the month of March, that is. With mortgage overpayment, we're making an overpayment of £72.01. Now that seems very specific to add that 1 pence, but you'll see at the end of it, I'll break down why it's £72.01 for our mortgage overpayment. It'll make sense at the end when I explain the distributions that we do between our savings and our investing and our mortgage overpayments, etc. So yeah, it will make sense why that 1p is there when I get to the end of the spreadsheet. But for now, just take it that it's £72.01 that we're paying in mortgage overpayments for the month of February. Council tax, that's £132, and that's the same price every single month. So the total for our home category is £1,261.22. So moving on, we have utilities. Our water bill's gone up, and it's gone up to £50.15 a month. Electricity, we budgeted £50, and gas we budgeted £60. But I think actually we're going to end up spending more on gas and less on electricity this month. But I'm hoping that we stick to the total of £160 for the month when it comes to our utility bills. So it may just end up being distributed differently, but ultimately we won't go over on that budget category. And then moving on, we've got giving. So if you've watched any of my budgeting videos in the past, you'll know that giving isn't something that we want to disclose how much we give, but that is something that we do on a monthly basis. So I blacked that out, and I'll move swiftly on to the next category, in which is subscriptions. So we've got TV license, that's £13.37p a month. Google Drive, my husband's one, it's still on there, this £1.59 that keeps showing up every single month on the budget, and every month I'm like, we need to take this off and just pay it off, and it still hasn't happened. But hopefully next month he could just pay the whole thing in one go, because yeah, I don't know, this £1.59 direct debit every month, I don't know why he does this. So moving on, we've got my husband's mobile phone and Spotify, and that's £30 a month. So my mobile phone contract, we've got £69.79. That is not right. That should be £39.79p. So that actually means when I update this that we have £30 extra to allocate. And I think I'm probably just going to put that £30 straight on the mortgage. So mortgage overpayment that I said was £72, it's now going to be £102 1 pence. So I'll update that after I've done this video. But yes, it wasn't £69.79. It's going to be £39.79. And then internet, so it's a good thing I'm doing this video with you guys, because at the end of the month we'll be like, well, where did this extra £30 come from? But it's because I didn't allocate it properly. So yeah, £39 is going to go to the mortgage overpayment. And then moving on, we have internet, and that's £26 a month. And then Canva, that's also £10 a month. And then all in all, our subscriptions at the moment, we've got it as 150. Like I just said, that £30 needs to come off of here, so that total will go down to 120, and then that £30 I'll add it to the mortgage overpayment to take it over £100 for the month, which is great. And then moving on, we have transport. Transport, I've budgeted £70 for petrol. Why, I don't know, because we're not going anywhere. We're on lockdown, so I'm not going to be driving anywhere this month probably, but we put £70 in the budget because that's how much we usually put on petrol every single month. So hopefully we'll have some money left over at the end of the month, which we could then roll over to put towards something else next month. And then we've got maintenance down as £60, and then road tax, we had to pay it this month, and that was £205. Now usually what we do is have a sinking fund for this so that it's not one big expense in a lump sum like it's ended up being this month. But last year there was so much other stuff that arose and we wasn't able to put that sinking fund aside for the road tax, which is why we've had to pay it all in one go this month, which has meant that we have less money to put towards other things that we would want to do this month, such as overpaying the mortgage and investing, etc. But that's life at the end of the day. You just have to cut your cloth according to your size and manage the money that you have, and that's what we're trying to do the best way we can. So this month we've had to pay road tax, which was £205. That's why moving on to fun and entertainment, you can see that there's going to be no fun and entertainment basically taking place in our house this month, which is fine because we're on lockdown. It makes it easier to stick to these numbers, because really and truly, what are we spending money on? We're not going anywhere, we're not doing anything. So this allocation that we've done for fun money, £11.20 for myself and my husband and £3.20 for the kids, that's enough to basically take us to McDonald's. So we'll probably take the kids on a trip to McDonald's drive-through, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So hopefully next month, because we won't have so many things that we have to pay in bulk like we did for the Costco and like we did for the road tax, it will mean that we have more money to put towards things like fun and towards our investing goals and our saving goals as well. But for now, £32 is the fun money for the whole family for the month. Wow, that's actually sad. But that is actually so sad. But anyway, it is what it is. We're moving on to insurance. So insurance, we have life insurance, which is £46.73 for the month. Car and home insurance, these are expenses that we only pay one time a year, which is why they're not on here for a monthly spend. What we're supposed to be doing is setting money aside on a monthly basis so that we can have the money ready when that bill comes to pay it off in one go. But at the moment, I'm not going to lie to you, those sinking funds for car and home insurance are looking very, very low at the moment. So moving forward, as this year progresses, we really need to ramp up how much money we're putting towards our sinking funds so that come September, when these bills are due, we're not crying because we don't have the money available to pay them off. Because if it was car insurance at £700, £800, that isn't something that we could just pay off in one go for the month without it having a bigger impact on all the other areas of our spending categories. So yeah, sinking funds, definitely we need to be putting money aside towards it so that come September we can pay those things and it's not an issue. And then moving on, I've got childcare. I've kept that on the budget. I was going to take it off, but I've kept it on there because I'm hoping I'm going to start working soon. And when I do start working, I want to put my youngest son in nursery. So that will be an additional childcare cost. Then we've got miscellaneous. This is for additional costs, other expenses that may arise. So we put £89.77. I can't remember exactly why it's that specific figure, but there is something that we need to pay for. Moving on, we've got debt. I don't know why I've actually got that as a category, to be honest. I think it's because I'm using the budget template, which I now sell on my Etsy store. But for us, thank God, we don't currently have any debt that we need to pay. So that's why that figure is blank. So moving on to savings, and we have how we're going to distribute our savings. So you've got emergency fund, £72.1p. Then you've got sinking fund, £72.1p. So if you remember earlier when I mentioned mortgage overpayment, it was £72.1p. And that is because for all of our different savings, so we've got emergency funds, sinking funds, mortgage overpayment, and investing. Those are the 4 savings goals that we have. So what we've done at the moment, if I scroll down to the end, we've looked at what worked, what didn't work last year with our budget, etc. What we realized this year is that we need more balance when it comes to dividing up our income. So whereas before we were just so focused on paying off the mortgage, that is important to us, and we do want to pay off the mortgage, but equally we want to invest and we want to make sure our saving funds are in place, and we also want to add money to our emergency fund because we dipped into it last year. So all of these things are important and priorities for us. So it's like, okay, these 4 saving goals for us are equally important. So what we do now is we take our balance, the money that's remaining after we paid all our essentials and our needs, etc., and then we divide it between those 4 savings goals and then the kids savings and then also our fund money. So you can see the split here. You've got 22.5%, for sinking funds, emergency funds, mortgage overpayment, and investment. And my husband and myself, we've got our fund money 3.5%, and then the children, their fund money is 1%. So going back up again, sorry, quickly, because I didn't finish off. So savings, like I was saying, as a priority. So then the kids, their savings at the moment is £46.67, and that's what I do, is basically take the child benefit and divide it between the three of them. So that happens every single month automatically. So that money isn't money that we spend, that's just, yeah, their money, and it goes towards saving for them. And what we also want to do is, obviously, as we start earning more money, we'll be able to save a lot more money for them. So more than just saving the child benefit, we'll be able to really increase that savings rate for them too, and not just save that money, but also open investment ISAs for them, because at the moment their ISAs are getting peanuts in terms of interest, but we want to open investment ISAs for them so that the money actually gets the opportunity to grow beyond the rate of inflation. So moving on to investing, and we're going to be investing £72.1p this month. It's quite sad that it's very low, but like I said, there were other things that arose this month that we had to prioritize and had to pay for. But yeah, moving forward, we do want to be able to invest a lot more than £72 every single month. So basically the grand total of expenses equals our income, and then the account balance, as you can see, is zero. And that's basically how the zero-based budget works in a nutshell. And then if you scroll over to the side, I have a graph now that actually shows the division and the split. So it's so good to see on the pie chart exactly how much of the income has gone to the different spending categories. So you can see straight away in a nutshell, in a snapshot, that home is our biggest expense at 40%, and then the next biggest expenses actually are giving at 12.7%, and then we have the third, which is what is the third? Transport because of obviously the road tax and stuff this month, and then food was the fourth biggest expense. So yeah, that's my expenses tracker in a nutshell, and that's my budget for February in a nutshell. But that's it for this video, guys. That's a walkthrough of my February 2021 budget. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of our budget for the month. Let me know if you're going to start budgeting, if you started budgeting, how you're getting on with your budgeting. It will just be great to hear from you in the comment section below. And with that being said, guys, if you made it this far in the video and you haven't given it a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and I will see you on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.